You said, let's walk out to the edge tonight, just to see how far you'd have to fall before my love could not make it right. 10 times the highest mountain is still too small, so I looked down.
Hey everybody, my name is Brad Reynolds. I am a singer-songwriter based out of the Nashville, Tennessee area down in Spring Hill. I started playing guitar when I was about 7 years old, and music was very prominent in my home. My dad liked to sing a lot, and there was always just, we were always singing or playing guitars and things like that. And I got really serious about it when I was about 14 or 15, joined a few garage bands, neighborhood friends, we all would play music and whatnot. I always knew that music was going to be a big part of my life. I just wasn't exactly sure how. Became a Christian when I was about 19 years old, and then it became evident how music was going to play a part in my life in some capacity. I had no desire to be a big rock star, never really pursued a record deal or anything like that on any grand scale. I just, wanted to play and be real in front of people. So started writing songs, went through some stuff in my 20s, got married, a few years later got divorced. And my father passed away, grandfather passed away all around the same time. So that's when I really got serious about writing songs that kind of were more transparent, because it was therapy for me. So, and through doing that, I learned that I can actually encourage other people who are going through those types of things. And that was very something I felt called to do. So really tried to focus on that aspect of songwriting and even going out and sharing my music. So ended up moving to Nashville in 2003, put out an album a few years later, and got a few things on the radio. XM radio picked up a couple of my songs, which opened the doors for me to go start sharing my music at churches, things like that. I won a couple of awards for independent artists. I got featured in Contemporary Christian Magazine as a review. All these things that I never thought would happen, because I just wasn't really proactively trying to be this artist to any degree. I was just, the difference was I had come to a place where I said, okay, God, I'm going to say yes to whatever it is you put in front of me. And I started doing that, no matter how scary it was, no matter how intimidating or how unqualified I felt, I was just going to say yes. And he started kind of leading me to these opportunities. It all kind of culminated, and I'm skipping over so much because I'm trying to do this quickly, but it all kind of culminated in 2008, 2009, when XM invited me to be the first contemporary Christian artist that they had ever invited to do a live-to-tape recording. They were going to feature it on an artist showcase type show that they were going to do in January of 2009. So in October of 2008, I went up and I recorded this just acoustic concert with a buddy of mine named David Teams, who's a super talented guy. Two acoustics, some harmonies, and a microphone and an audience was all it was. Went really well. But a month and a half later, XM merged with Sirius. Sirius basically cleaned house, and it ended up never airing. So after all the time and energy I put into it, I was pretty discouraged and kind of stepped back from music for a few years. I was rethinking everything, and I was getting older, needed to provide for my family. That was going to be my meal ticket, and it just didn't happen. So focused on my day job and, just kind of pressed ahead. But being a musician and a songwriter, you're always a musician and a songwriter. You can't just walk away from that kind of thing. So continued to write. I put out another EP in 2014, produced by David Browning, who's co-founder of Crowd Music. And one of the songs got picked up to be in a movie that was on Netflix for a while, called Confessions of a Prodigal Son. And through that, I had a couple opportunities to go share, but music industry's changed so much, and the medium to getting music out there has changed so much. And that's why I am so excited about Crowd Music right now, because this is going to be an opportunity not only for the artists to get paid a fair amount for the work and effort that goes into being a creative, but it's also going to provide an opportunity for me to get music that I wrote that was that I feel is meaningful, that could encourage people, in the hands of people who probably would have never heard it before. So that's really the draw for me, is getting the music out there to people who need to hear it. So I'm excited about crowd music. I'm very thankful that they're considering, using my song "Not Too Far" on this opportunity, and I hope it blesses somebody. I'm really excited about it. Thanks again, guys, and I hope you're blessed by the songs. Thanks.